What's going on, everybody? Wanted to do a quick video to walk you through um, the share drive. Basically, well, not just the share drive, but basically what we send for a pre-listing package. So basically what we do, we pop up right here, and let me move this down. We're going to go ahead and open up the drive, and everybody should have this already shared to them. Pop up here in a second. But normally you're going to probably have to go to shared with me, and within your shared with me, you're going to have the KSA information folder, which is right here. Computer's running a little bit slow. There we go. Now, within this, here, hold on one second. I need to stop this. There we go. Within this, what you're going to see are a few different things, and I'll show you how we go ahead and share this with people, but I want to show you why. So we actually send this out as a pre-listing package. You're going to connect with somebody on the phone, you're going to schedule an appointment, things like that, and say, hey, I actually want to send you something prior to me showing up, because I want to make sure that while I'm there, I'm not focused on pitching us and our business. I'm more focused on what we're going to do to get your house sold. So before I show up, I'd like you to look at this information so you can learn a bit about who we are and what we do. So in this package, and I'll show you how to position this too, all by text, you're going to have photos of a successful property. So, and we picked out a pretty nice property here. This is Via Mariposa. This one sold pretty quickly for like 1.3 or something like that, 1.3 mil. I can't remember what the hell it went for. Here it is. Here's a flyer. So it shows just kind of the quality of the flyers that we put together. So yeah, it was a $1.3 million house. It's going to show a video. So this is the Via Mariposa video. If somebody wants to see what the quality of our video work looks like, they can click on it. And then I always try to position them to go and check out the seller's guide. And I also position them to look at the Ultimate Guide to Selling Your House. And the Ultimate Guide to Selling Your House is basically an 80-page book on everything and anything on selling your home. It is a full write-up of stuff. It was adjusted and written for Kim Steele & Associates, so there's a lot of really good information in here for them to go through. All right, and of course you guys know what this one is, right? Outside of that, I also tell them there's homework that's involved. Now, as you can see, my home upgrades, my home is special, why I think my home is special, top 4 reasons homes don't sell, top 10 reasons you should sell your home with Kim Steele & Associates, Kim's top tips on showing your house, etc. Really what this stuff is, when you start talking to people and positioning them, and I use it and I love it, and it's extremely effective. You're basically telling people, look, this is the truth. You know your house. You've lived in your house, you paid money on your house, you have the sweat equity and the check equity for your home. I don't want to walk into your house and insult you. I want to walk into your house and get it sold. The more you help me and the better we communicate, the faster it gets sold for more money. So I need you to do some homework for me before I show up for this listing appointment. I know it's going to be a pain in the butt. If you can't print it out, let me know. I'll make sure I get it over to your house prior to us meeting, whether I'll send it by mail or have our assistant drop it off. But long story short, I would like to know all of the things that you've done to upgrade your house. And I'd like to know why you think your home is special. You're going to see this stuff in here. I'm also going to bring this with me during the listing appointment, so if you don't get it done before I show up, we can sit down and actually knock this down while I'm physically there. So why did we create homework for listing clients? The first one, we're already positioning them to get in the mindset that we are selling their house. They're going to give us the information because we are going to sell their house. When we sell their home, it was because we communicated, we're going to sell their house, we're going to sell their house. We're showing up to sell their house. So that's the whole point. We're giving them homework so we start basically adjusting their mindset to say, look, we're in this with you. You're going to list your house with us anyways. Let's go ahead and start the paperwork process and start going down the road together to get your house sold. But also, I mean, it is a truth. The more information that you can know about their house, the better. And you're not going to know everything based off of one time showing up, walking around the house, going, oh yeah, I think it's worth this much. You're not going to know all of the little things. You're not going to know that it's a brand new AC, or you're not going to know, the connections and what they put into it into the house. I remember going to a listing appointment with Drew, and as I'm looking around, like, this is fantastic, but I didn't know what to expect and what was normal in the neighborhood. When he started explaining all of the hardscaping and everything else he did in the area, and then we started researching, I was like, wow, this is the only house with this type of hardscaping and everything else that he's put in. This is a huge adjustment. And these are things that we could talk to. So that's why we give them homework. Last thing, of course, we have a couple flyers up. You buy it, we paint it, also renovate to sell. So now that you see this KSA information package, what do we need to do to actually bring people into it? So like I said, you're going to go to Share With Me. You're going to see the KSA information package, and you can actually do it from here, or you can do it inside. You're going to right click, and you're going to see Share. Or you can get shareable link. You can send a link by email as well. Either way, it's going to work, and I'll show you both. So if I hit share, it's going to pop up with anyone with this link can view. You could adjust it to view. You could adjust it to all sorts of stuff, right? You can copy the link. You can email it, and then you can go ahead and add people to this. The easiest way is to actually create a shareable link and then send it to them by email and say, hey, this is KSA Bob. Want to let you know that I'm looking forward to the appointment. Here's that link I promised you. Go ahead and click on the link, and it will take you to a share drive that's going to show you some of the stuff that show us a little bit about who we are and what we do. And what I'd like you to pay special attention to is the KSA listing guide, or whatever the hell it's called, that's on there, along with the 80-page book that was written just to help people get their property sold. So you basically walk them through that, based off your conversation. The other option is you enter their names or email address into this cool little thing. So I could say Chris at KSADreamhomes.com, and then you can add a note right down here, and you basically write the same note. Easiest way, again, is to actually take that shareable link. So get shareable link. You can copy the link and then send it by email and say, please click on the link in order to go to the drive. But you can also add in their information here, send a note to them, and get it done from there. All right, folks, that is the down and dirty of the KSA information package. We send this off prior to all listings whenever possible. It's not always going to sort out the way that you want it to. Sometimes people don't want to give their email address. Sometimes people aren't interested, and that's fine. But whenever possible, we try to send it, and we always position with this simple statement. We wanted to send you some pre-listing information before we showed up, because we want to make sure that when we come to your house to interview for the job to get it sold, that we're focused on what it's going to take to get your house sold, and not focused on pitching you on how great we think we are. A lot of agents are going to show up, and they're going to be focused on trying to talk you into going with them because of how great they are. I just want to focus on what it's going to take to get your house sold. So please do me a favor, look over this so you know who we are and what we do and how we do it prior to me showing up. All right, folks, that's all I got. Thank you very much. I'm going to make another video on how to create a share drive prior to listing, a share drive folder for your clients, and just kind of keep posting these up to help you guys out. Have a great one.